Black Supremacy's Nattyisisyah joined the website www.kingnobleuncensored.com. So by now, some of you have probably heard about the incidents where these 4 young black men were arrested for selling bottled water on the park grounds at the National Mall. Now, what might first come to your mind is, okay, well, they're doing it illegally without a permit, and, they shouldn't be doing it. Why would they go there to do it in the first place? Well, for one, according to a tour guide that, works there, he says that basically he's saying people do it all the time. White boys, white girls are always selling bottled water. So likely these young brothers have, maybe came across them selling it and said, okay, well, if they could do it, why can't I? So they go and they sell water, right? And, so they're not selling drugs. They could have been selling drugs. They're not, doing like a lot of white boys and, over there, flying drones, spying on people, planting, explosives, trying to snipe people in the park like we know a lot of these troubled white boys do. But here you have 4 young black men, right? Probably, thought this was a good idea, something that they could do to, make their lives better and help their family members out and so forth, right? But no, they send in the undercovers, right, to come and get these 4 young water selling thugs off the park grounds, right? So that when people go there, on tour, that this tour guide can say, okay, well, and over here we have these little criminals selling water, violating all these laws, and, look what these black people are doing to our country. Because, people are going there on tour to learn about American history and American culture. And what they get to see is a slavery zoo. They get taken back in time 400 years, right? To see white men, plainclothed white men, accosting 4 young black men for doing nothing but selling water. So this tour guide, he supposedly writes to the park police chief that, basically if it was some white children doing it, that it wouldn't be a problem. Because he says, I can't help but to think how the reaction by these same officers might have varied if different children had set up a quaint hand-painted lemonade stand on the same spot, Allen Road. That is the park tour guide. He says, while still the same violation of selling beverage without proper permits and licenses, I doubt we would have seen little girls in pigtails handcuffed on the ground. And we know that for a fact, right? It was actually the DC councilman, Charles Allen, who wrote to the U.S. Park Police Chief. And he also sent the same letter to the police chief, McLean. But anyways, in the meantime, when you go to the site of the National Mall, you see that white man I just posted? He was actually committing a crime. Like I mentioned before, these white people actually commit crimes, and what they get away with it. But apparently these plainclothes police officers, they were nowhere in sight. So that white man, he was able to go over there and vandalize with graffiti the National Park Mall, or the premises. But why is it they have to post something on their Instagram to go and look for him, but they can get out here with gloves, right, to go and treat these black men as threats, as undercovers, to go and investigate, right? But for these young brothers selling water out in the open, they gotta go undercover. Are you that scared? They're that scared. So basically, black people need to stop dreaming, stop playing with these white men. They see you as a threat. So you can't go on just trying to live your life as though you are like everybody else. I'm just going to sell water bottles. I'm just going to help my family. You got to be more militant. You got to know your surrounding. Look at them over there with gloves on. What do you need gloves on for? What were you trying to do? What did you really think they were going to do? Throw water bottles at you? So this is the reality. This is what This is the true tour of America. This is the true memory America needs to let people know about. Join the website www.kingdomuncensored.com.